Hi there, it's Jennifer. How are you? What's going on? In the last couple of days, I've had some experiences with some clients around expectations, around their expectations of their spouse or their sweetie or their child or their expectation of, where they should get to with their business. And I think it's so important to share that expectations are an egoic platform. It is a construct of the collective ego. So if you imagine that an entity got created, an actual thought form, it exists as much as, my headband is real, as much as, the air you're breathing is real. So a thought form got created, and how it got created is that people said that the world is limited. People said that, there's not enough love. It's hard to find abundance. My God, the resources that were in the world are running out. The air is too polluted, et cetera, et cetera. So what we do is we put a lot of pressure, and there tends to be this desperation. And out of that desperation to get somewhere so you can get your piece of that limited pie, you create an expectation thinking that the expectation will get you there faster, or that you'll be safer in the getting there. The problem with that is this, that the expectation was really made by that insidious collective ego that wants to stay alive, that wants to keep us living in the limited world. Because if we start realizing how expansive we are, the limited world that has that ego have its life will start to disappear, because we'll realize it was all a smokescreen to begin with. So what expectations do, why they were created by that ego thought kind of whole entity, is because when you have expectations, what it does is it gives you an opportunity to say, see, there's something wrong with you, so I can't play with you anymore. I don't want to play as much, so now your heart's not as open. If your heart's not open, you're not going to remember who you are. Or there's something wrong with me. So if there's something wrong with me, I'm going to judge myself. I didn't meet my expectations. Therefore, big problems, right? So, by the way, if you want to hear more about this, definitely listen to the blogtalkradio.com/The Wide Awakening. Go there and listen to the October radio show. Huge. So, all of a sudden, here we are placing these. Oh, and by the way, we could also judge our circumstances. So there's something wrong with the circumstances. There's something wrong with the circumstance of someone. There's something wrong with the government. There's something wrong with the person that built my website. There's something wrong with the website itself, and it doesn't meet your expectations. So let me give you the paradigm shift around so you can see how expectations can actually completely mess up your life, especially if you make it your default way of being. And we do it because our ego has said the goal of life is to be safe first. It's even in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The truth is that is not the goal of life. In fact, I challenge Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What I say is that if you actually make your fears less important, your fear of safety less important, and you simply, instead of waiting for yourself to feel safe, you simply go for it and open your heart and be courageous. Then what happens is you get to see that your open heart causes you to operate from the place that we were really meant to operate from the place that actually created the idea of ego in the first place, which is that we can create anything, that we are the creators of the ego consciousness in the first place. As soon as you realize you're that powerful, all of a sudden you realize you're not here to wrestle an old paradigm to the ground called limited universe. You're actually here to dance and sing and play. So, yes, it takes skills. Yes, it helps to embody the truth of who you are in order to play in that world. Yes, we're not familiar. Yes, we're not practiced. But after all, that's what the Wide Awakening is all about. That's what our programs are all about. So if you haven't explored them, come and explore them. But in the meantime, shake yourself loose of those expectations. Understand that you're not here to get it right or to create goals that you can attach to. You're here to be curious and go on the adventure. All right, guys, get yourself over to thewideawakening.com/get out intro and listen to the free class we did about 3 keys to thriving. I love ya, and we'll talk to you soon. Mwah.